What's going on, guys? Ironcane here, back with another All the Breakers Season 8 video. I don't even know how to do that on my hands now. Season... 8? 8. Season... Yeah, this is 7. This is 8. Season 8, guys. Yeah, dude, so they dropped everything at 9 a.m. and I work and I have a job, so I didn't get to cover it. I apologize, dude. I apologize, man. So let's go ahead and check out these patch notes. Hopefully they don't make me cry. Hopefully they don't make me sigh. And hopefully they make me a happy guy. All right, dude. Sick. Here we are. General game balance adjustments 1. We have made a number of general game adjustments based on the current competitive state. Yeah, the current competitive state of Dragon Ball the Breakers. Yes, dude. Yes. Reduce the effect of the cool... we're not starting off on a good note, guys. We're not starting off great. Reduce the effect of the cooldown drink item. Y'all care to elaborate a little bit more? At level 1, we used to get 80. What are you gonna reduce that to? At level 2, we got like 60. And then at level 3, we got 40. You already made it so we can't stack the drinks while we're transformed. Slightly increase the flight speed of Dragon Chain survivors. Okay. Made changes so that when there are overlapping movement speed increase effects granted by skills, only the largest increase will be applied. So I assume now you can't stack Trained by an Angel and Resistance. So now I guess it's just going to be Resistance that works and not Trained by an Angel. I don't know. At this point, I guess you just use one or the other. All right, maybe I'll put on the other. All right, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. Let's lock in. Made it changes so that movement speed increases granted by skills cannot exceed a certain speed. Okay, so they're trying to cap out the speed. So they're increasing the baseline flight speed, and the caveat is that you can't buff that baseline that's been buffed with the other passives in the game. So they're trying to make speed more accessible to more players. So now, I guess if you guys really want to increase your flight speed, if you really want to spend money on the game and you're not pulling Trained by an Angel, just buy Resistance and then, you know, you have your base flight speed, right? But let's keep reading. Let's keep reading here. General game balance adjustments 2. Wait, that's fucking it? Okay, there is a lot, but like that's like, dude, it's like fucking 4 bullet points for 1 and we just move on? Like, all right. Certain survivor skills that have had significant effects on the rate of victory have been adjusted. These adjustments will target skills with abilities that are too powerful individually, skills that have too great of an effect on the outcome of matches when combined, and skills that cool down too quickly after being used to escape the raider. In addition, some skills which see less frequent use will be buffed. Galactic Patrol Ship. I think this is a worthy nerf. Let's take a look. Added an idle period before acceleration starts up. So I guess it means that it has a charge rate. So kind of, you guys know how Kaioken Rush has that startup before it takes off. I think they're adding a startup to Galactic Patrol Ship now. I think that's valid because previously you could just pop it, zoom right out, and it wasn't really that difficult to use. They increased the cooldown time as well. Change damage taken when attacking terrain based on speed, and reduce total damage required until the ship is destroyed. So now it's easier to be destroyed, and terrain can destroy it as well. Wow, so you can't just willy-nilly pop this anymore. You got to be a lot more tactical with it, and you got to use it preemptively. You can't just instant rise and pop it. The savior has come. Reduce the duration of the hitbox window. The savior has come. Oh, this is Mr. Saiyans' stun skill. They're nerfing this? So I guess they're making it so it has less active frames. I didn't think this ability was that great in the first place, but maybe I just am bad with it. Flying Nimbus, increased acceleration. Interesting. They're actually buffing Nimbus. Made changes so that Nimbus can be mounted instantaneously when panicked or if the user is in an area that is about to be destroyed. Wow. And they reduced the cooldown time. Wow. I like that. I like that a lot. So Nimbus stonks went up and Galactic Patrol Ship stonks have went down. That kind of sucks for free-to-play users because Galactic Patrol Ship was a free ability for people that were playing during Season 5. But if you missed Jocko, you didn't get it. But Flying Nimbus, most of y'all should probably have since it's like a day 1 skill. And if you have it, it only got better. And I like that because Flying Nimbus is like one of the cooler, you know, I like Nimbus. It's one of my favorite things in Dragon Ball. So that's huge. I like that a lot. I always thought Nimbus was shit and they've been progressively making it better. So I like that a lot. That's actually W change actually. Go-Go Gum, greatly increased maximum range. Increased size, change to track the target slightly at long range, and increased cooldown time. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. The reason why Go-Go Gum I think was good was because of its low cooldown time, but I didn't like it because I feel like it wasn't as reliable as some of the other stun skills. So what they're doing here is kind of increasing the cooldown time to make it like the other stun skills, but they're making it better in all the other like categories by range, by the size, and tracking, which is pretty good. If they increase it by 30 seconds, I think that's fair. If they make it 45, I think that's really good, but we'll have to see once we get it in the game, right? It's a transmission, so this is going to be a doozy. I really didn't think they needed to touch it, so I'm very curious how they actually ended up nerfing instant transmission here. Made changes so that time required to acquire the destination will now depend on the distance to the target. I actually don't hate that. I don't hate that because they're making it canonically like sound. Like that makes sense. Now, how fun will that be in game? We'll have to wait to see. But canonically, that actually does make sense, and that should have been how it was working previously. Made changes so that when the movement is interrupted through use of another ability, a fixed proportional cooldown time will occur. Made changes so that when the movement is interrupted through use of another ability, a fixed proportional cooldown time will occur. I'll be honest, guys, I'm kind of fucking stupid. This is going over my head a little bit. You guys are kind of gonna have to help me tell me what this means. Made changes so that when the movement is interrupted through the use of another ability, a fixed proportional cooldown time will occur. So like, if I'm reading this correctly, what I like to do, you guys have probably seen this in the video that went up, you know, later today when I was Z-rank grinding. What you can do is you can use instant transmission when you go off of a floating device to stop your height. So if you're going upward to pop instant transmission, you don't even have to use it. You just activate it. It'll stop your height and you'll just fall straight down. Will this make you waste your instant transmission? Is that what that's saying? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to like understand here. Instant descents. Added effects to improve skill visibility. Instant descents? Wow. Wow. They nerfed the fuck out of instant descent and rise. Holy shit. Descent is crazy, but I guess if you're going to do one, you got to do the other. Wow. So now they're going to make it so you're more easily seen. I guess maybe the lock-on is snappier. And they're increasing the cooldown time. So reasonable, I think, is they should increase it to 60 seconds. If they make it any longer than that, they're killing the active, in my opinion. But that hurts. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Charming pose, not my baby. Not my baby. Reduce the duration of the hitbox window. We'll see how much that matters. I wish they wouldn't touch Charming Pose, man. Reduce the length of time the raider is immobilized when hit. It's a 60-second cooldown time, though. But I guess in the context of a pre-made, it is probably for the greater good. It just feels a little bit bad because, again, this is a free-to-play skill. Charming Pose, if you buy Dragon Ball The Breakers, God bless your soul. God bless your soul. If you buy Dragon Ball The Breakers right now, or if you steal it, or if you Sorry, Bandai. Sorry, Bandai. I'm sorry. I got a little angst. You know, if you get Dragon Ball The Breakers through legal means, today, you can get Charming Pose instantly is my point, right? So them nerfing that skill does feel a little bit bad, but it might be for the greater good for that reason, right? Just because if everybody is stunning the shit out of you, it feels awful as Raider. So maybe this was for the greater good. Solar Flare increased area of effect. Really? But the reduced the length of time. Oh, wow. That changes everything. So Solar Flare, they're actually doing a little give and take. They're increasing the area of effect because Solar Flare, I think, is like the most skill-capped stun to use in the game. But the reason why it was so worth it is because of that long stun time. But now, they're making it... What the hell? Hello? 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 What the... Oh my god, my laptop unplugged. Give me a sec, dude. Hello? 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 Dude, what is... Hello? Guys. Jesus Christ. Dude, what is going... Bro, please don't do this to me right now. Dude, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Hello? Are we back? Jesus, guys, sorry. So much is happening right. I accidentally unplugged my laptop and then it started fucking having a panic attack. Where were we? Where were we? Oh, damn, we moved down. What was I saying? Yeah, so they basically made it so now it's easier to land, but now you get less bang for your buck for landing it, essentially. So, we'll see how good that is. Shapeshift Missile reduced effect duration. I don't like that, man. Increased cooldown time. I'm not a fan. I didn't think Missile was that good. I think Missile is, like, it's solid. I think they should have just increased the cooldown time. Effect duration, I don't agree with, personally. Because, again, it's a free-to-play skill. Although it is very meta, it's a free-to-play skill. I don't know. I'm very in between on that. I think if they just want to increase the cooldown, I would have been fine with it. But reducing the effect duration, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how much of an impact it makes. But I think out of everything they've touched here, I'm most conflicted on that, personally. Cook, increased amount of movement speed added. Wow, that's good. Good, make Cook good. Let us cook, for real. I like that. I like that a lot. I actually like that a lot. That's a W change. Passive skills. Okay. Oh, wow, there's a third page. Okay, shit, all right. All right. I apologize, Breakers. I wasn't familiar with the game, with your game. I apologize. Movement speed boost asphalt, movement speed boost ice, dirt, and snow. Increased applicable areas, okay. Made changes so that movement speed increase takes effect immediately upon entering applicable areas and persists for a short while even after leaving the applicable area. That's actually pretty good. Those passives suck hot balls, but like if me or Lobo are bored and we need a video to upload for the day, that'll be a funny showcase, right? But again, those do suck balls. But hey, again, you could do a funny build where you run Cook and then maybe throw these on and you're fucking moving at the speed of sound, right? I mean, Cook is good. These skills suck. There's so many better passes. Why would you use them? But, you know, at least they're trying, right? Memories of Battle. Yes, dude. Yes. Fuck you, Premades. Fuck you. Fuck you. Sorry. This means a lot to me. This means something to me, man. Warrior of... Oh, fuck. Memories about decreased cooldown time, recovery amount, base... Wait, whoa. Decreased cooldown time, recovery. Okay. Huge. That's perfect. I love that. I want it to be fucking 10% at level 3. 10% at level 3. You could keep it 30 at level 1 if you really want to. Level 2... Like, dude, literally just make it like Quick Sleep. Literally just make it like Quick Sleep. So that's a massive fucking change. I hope they nerf that skill to the ground. To the ground. To these fucking little poors waving their fucking asses in my face, baiting me to shoot them so they get their Dragon Change back. This is for you, dude. I love that change. Best change they've done here. Warrior of Hope. Reduce downsides by increasing effects depending on number of allies. So if you guys don't know what this skill does, essentially this increases your overall limit gauge based on the amount of players that have fucking died. So the amount of players that are alive would reduce your limit, but if more players were dead, it would increase. So what they're trying to do here is make it so you don't have like 2 limit when you transform, I imagine. So they're making this skill better, which is good. That's a W change. More comeback potential with that skill. Trained by an Angel, slightly decrease the amount of movement speed increase, slightly reduce the penalty of damage dealt. I like that a lot. I actually really like that. So what they're doing, because they made the overall movement speed for flight better, they're reducing the amount of movement speed that you're getting from this skill, but they're reducing the penalty for it. So they're trying to even it out, which I really do like. So now you might be able to make the decision of not needing to run Trained by an Angel with Resistance. We'll have to see how much the trade-off applies, because they specify that the buff that you get from one of these passives, they're going to take the best buff, right? So if Trained by an Angel is better than Resistance, you're just going to get the Trained by an Angel movement speed buff. You're not going to get the Resistance tacked onto it, if that makes any sense. You're just going to get those other buffs from Resistance. So the fact that they're making it so you have less damage reduced, I like that a lot. That's really good. That's a good change. That's actually really good. But they might have made this skill bad on its own. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. On Guard. Reduce the area effect when enhanced and unenhanced to prevent it from becoming too large. This skill, I think, sucks. So I don't even think it's going to matter. An even stronger form. Increased barrier restoration effect upon revival. I believe when you revive somebody, you get your barrier back. Or when you get revived, this is Ginyu's passive. Increased barrier restoration effect. I guess you just get an instant barrier. I guess that's how that works. Or maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Increased barrier restoration effect. What's a better restoration effect than instantly getting a barrier? I don't understand. Battle Instincts made changes to the effect so that it only activates upon dragon changing, not when already dragon changed. Okay. I guess that's so it doesn't work on super transfers and stuff when you like are a transfer going into a super transfer. Special Service made changes to the effect so that it varies depending on dragon change level and increased the effect overall. Wow. So if you guys don't know what Special Service does, this gives you a raw 6% to whatever dragon change that you are. So if you're level 1, when you cancel your dragon change, you're always getting 6%. What this is doing is that it's giving you, I guess, a raw base effect dependent on your level. So maybe at level 1, it gives you 30. Level 2, it gives you 20. And maybe level 10, level 3, it gives you 10, is what I was going to say. So we'll have to see in game. That's actually a pretty W change. Immortal Champion. Added effects to improve skill visibility. I like that. This is a fucking baby skill. It got really annoying, especially when everybody was using it. Reduce knockback speed and distance. I like that. I like that. Honestly, I think that's very fair. I think this skill has been kind of been left alone for far too long. Although it is a free skill on Mr. Saiyan, I do think it needed to be touched. We'll see if they nerfed it into the ground, though. I'm a bit stronger than you. Change the effect to activate when panicked when the dragon chain's cooldown time is less than a certain amount and increase the effect. Change the effect to activate when panicked when the dragon chain's cooldown time is less than a certain amount. Interesting. So basically what this does, when you're in the panic states as a base survivor, your dragon change recovery time is faster. This apparently has made it even faster than it was. And I think it's only going to activate under a certain condition of a cooldown time based on your dragon change. That's interesting. So like maybe if you're like over 70%, it stops. I don't know. We'll see. Resistance. This needed to be nerfed. So guys, let's review what they're doing here. Resistance. That is a paid survivor skin ability that they're nerfing. So for everybody in the past that was saying wham wham wham, they're never nerfing skills on the gacha or that are paid for, they're doing it here. I mean, obviously, right? So this is them caring enough to balance things regardless of, you know, That's a W. I'm gonna give props where it's due. That's a W. That's a massive fucking W. Have I done a couple bits here? Have I bitched? Yes, but like that is a massive W that they're actually they give a fuck enough to actually nerf things that are on the gacha and that are paid for. That is a massive W. So they're reducing the effect duration. I think that's totally fine. Made changes so the skill effect reduces over the length of its duration. So they're reducing the overall duration, and over time it gets weaker. May change the effect so that it only activates upon Dragon Change when not already Dragon Changed. So I guess this means it doesn't stack. It doesn't stack, essentially. So what does this mean in entirety? They made it shorter, and the effectiveness of it gets worse as time goes on, essentially. So I think that's fire. Because previously, I think it was 11 seconds, which was basically the duration of a typical Dragon Change anyway. So W change, it basically made it you could super attack a survivor to the fucking snout, and they would eat it like a champ because of this skill. This needed to get nerfed. This needed to get nerfed. That's a W. That's a W nerf. Radar power boost, additional peripheral info. May change the effect to eliminate most effect changes based on radar level, and adjust the remaining changes to be greater on lower. So basically, making it weaker at higher radar levels and making it better at lower. I don't know why they felt the need to nerf this, because I don't think anybody was using it. But, okay, I guess that makes sense. Radar power boost range may change the effect to eliminate. Okay, so basically same thing. Again, who's using these skills? Whatever. Young talents. Removed increased the damage received. Oh, okay, so they just made the skill good. I mean, the skill was still kind of mid, but now they removed the part that made it really mid. So essentially what this did was, while you were dodging, you wouldn't be knocked back while you're dodging. But what made this so shitty is that they made you take increased damage. But at that point, it's like, what was the point, you know? So now they actually made young talent potentially usable, which is cool. With the adjustments to survivor skill effects, raiders will now be able to chase survivors down more skillfully. So some raiders' abilities have been adjusted accordingly. The speed boost granted to all raiders when a locked on survivor is near the center of the camera has been reduced. Wow, that is actually W change. What it felt like previously is that if you did not lose lock on, you were getting caught every single time. That's what it felt like, unless you had a get out of jail free card escape skill like instant rise, Choco ship, instant transmission, whatever the fuck, rocket, whatever, right? Now they're making it making that not be the case anymore. Slight reduce the power of Raiders' ki blasts, as well as those of some Dragon Chain survivors. Wow. Wow, Raider nerfs. Raider nerfs. So this is, they're target, like, Season 6 was hard Survivor nerfs, and they just buff Raiders. Now they're kind of targeting everybody, which is good. Some Raiders, Evolution Stage 1 and 2 skills and super attacks have had their power reduced. Wow. Wow. The Gammas as well. Wow. Sumasu Goku Black, that's a W change. That's a W change. Wow. Maybe Evolution Stage 2. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Changes not included in the above. Change Raider Gamma 1 and 2's Evolution Stage 3 so that the following penalties apply when holding up. Oh my god, they what? What? They actually nerfed key holding. Wow. Wow, guys. What the fuck? They care? Question mark? No way. Change Raider Game of 1 and 2's Evolution Stage 3 so that the following penalties apply when holding a power key. Wait, is it just at level 3? Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fair, because to be fair, at level 1 and 2, it should be easier, because obviously if you're level 2 and up, you can melee the Raider, rockets, they only have one break strike. So that's actually fair. I don't hate that. That's only at level 3. So they reduced movement speed. The reduction of the speed cooldown. Reduce the speed of cooldown. Wait. Reduction of speed of cooldown time consumption for super attack. I guess super attacks now have longer cooldowns. So they reduced your speed and reduced or increased. So they reduced speed, increased cooldown time for the super attacks at level 3. Made changes to Raider Frieza to account for the implementation of Raider Golden Frieza. Added an invincibility period after evolving into each form as long as no action is taken. This invincibility period will be cancelled if any action is taken, including movement or... Oh, I see. So when you evolve, if you just stand still for a sec, if you just chill the fuck out, you'll be invincible for some time. Made changes to evolution stage 2 through 4 active skill break strike so that it will send enemies flying. Ooh. Shorten the time required for air destruction for evolution stage 4. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh wow, there's a second page. Holy shit, dude, I'm about to drink some fucking water. God fucking damn. So this actually low-key might be a nerf, although it's not the worst. It's good and bad because, I mean, knocking survivors really far is good, but Frieza was really strong with his break strike because he had combos. This might eliminate that combo if it sends him back too far. Alright, so let's go on to page 2. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Okay, alright. Alright, okay. Other balance adjustments. Made changes to the following items so that the effects will no longer activate if the action is cancelled after using the item, but before its effect have activated. Huh? Made changes to the following items so that the effects will no longer activate if the action is cancelled. Oh. So now if you're drinking a soda and you get interrupted, you won't get the Dragon Change recovery. That's kind of fucking crazy. That's kind of fucking crazy. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild, dude. I didn't know that applied to this other stuff, but that is wild for the drinks. Adjusted survivors' jump movement speed to match their flight speed. No, did they nerf? Did they just nerf floating device? Did they just... I hope that's not what that means. I hope this just means like jumping overall. Like just jumping off the ground. They don't say when transformed. So, wait. Is this a buff or a nerf? The reason why I'm thinking it could be a nerf is if they are nerfing... If they're making it so your jump speed is as fast as your flight speed. So say if you don't have any skills that buff your flight speed, right? Then your jump speed off of a floating device would be slower than someone with passives that increase your flight speed. That's one way I'm interpreting it. The other way I'm interpreting it, which would be a buff, is if your flight speed is really high, while you're a base survivor, going off of a floating device or just jumping through the air in general, your speed will be increased. So, depending on how this goes, this could be good or bad. Remove the Dragon Change animation that played when in a position to separate for the Raider. Oh my god, hallelujah! Oh my fucking, there's no way! Guys, I've been bitching about this since season 1! Oh my god, the amount of times I've been fucking fucked over from transforming and a Cyberman hugs me when I transformed and fucking baby shoots his eggs up my ass. You know how many times this has fucked me over? Oh my god, they actually did it! They actually did it! No way! No way! Increase the damage and destructibility of vending machines and certain other circle objects caused by Raider attacks. So now it's just easier to destroy. Yeah, sometimes there'll be times where I'd be like fucking shooting at it point blank and they wouldn't break, so that's good. When a character is called in via a Raider's skill and attacks the survivor, a sound effect will now play for certain attacks to indicate they've landed. So you'll get a ping if like the Doria lands an ability, basically. Adjusted the ease of use for Ki Blast with low performance. Adjusted the ease of use for Ki Blast with low performance of Dragon Chain survivors using the following transfers. Oh, so they made bad Ki Blast better. That's good. That's good. That's good. Wow. Wow, that's actually massive. That's actually massive. So basically every survivor or transfer that had bad Ki Blast, so like Bardock and Videl, they have these fucking slow ass Ki Blast that they fucking chuck this big ball that sucks wee. They made them better. We don't know how much, but they made them better. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, Beerson, we just had a little finger beam. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Overview of resolved bugs. Fixed an issue with explosions that occur when hitting a raider or terrain with the transfer on it with the keyway from a super attack. Fixed an issue with explosions that occur when hitting a raider or terrain. I mean, I do it for Dokkan, right? Let's do it for Breakers too. Fuck it. Fix an issue with explosions that occur when hitting a raider or terrain with a transfer on it with a key wave from a super attack, where if the action was canceled midway, where the explosion would occur at that time. Okay. I guess now supers can be interrupted. Fix an issue with explosions that occur when a raider hits a survivor with a key wave from a super attack or active skill, where the key wave would not be canceled. Okay, so now things are being canceled. So now, like, if a raider's using a super, that's good. Oh my god, that's really good. So say if a raider, this gave me a headache. When a raider is using a super, you know when you go and hit them and you'd still take damage? That shouldn't happen anymore. Fix an issue where certain rushdown attacks from raiders, super attacks, and active skills where the survivor would not be staggered. That's good. People told me this was fucking skill-based. Fuck you, it was a bug. Basically, if you were using an active skill as a raider that was a rushdown and a survivor tried to melee you, your skill would get canceled. Now that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah. Would still be able to move wait. Fix an issue with certain rushdown attacks from raiders. Fuck, I'm so itchy. Where the survivor would not be staggered after making contact with them and the survivor would still be able to move. Yeah. Okay. Fix a rare issue on certain raiders' active skills where when a character who is summoned by the raider finds the survivor, the summoned character would retreat after being hit by an attack if they were sent flying by an item or an active skill while moving towards the survivor. Okay, I don't know what that means. Summon Yamu. Something they would not land upon the survivor's position. Fix an issue where certain attacks could not be damaged. Fix an issue where a certain raider active skills or damage inflicted on objects created from the active skills was lower than expected. Fix an issue with certain raiders' active skills where the damage inflicted on objects created from active skills. So I guess now you're going to be dealing more damage to Brown Fry Pan overall. Okay. Fix an issue with the following raiders' active skills where destructible objects would not be destroyed. Okay. It's not that serious. My god, there's so fucking much, guys. There's so fucking much. There's so much, guys. I'm literally just going to skim through this and see if there's anything. If there's anything like worth talking about, I'm gonna unpause. Oh, one thing I noticed here is that they're making stuns essentially harder to land on giant characters here. Fix an issue where these skills would land even when you're a distance away. I just thought that was something to note. This is an interesting one. Now when you use key detection or listen, you can see where infected civilians are with those skills. That's pretty interesting for Baby. This is actually a buff for Baby. Baby would have one of his barriers, the shield barrier, destroyed if he got hit with Fake Death, Angry Shout, or Get Out Here Bubbles. Now that's not the case anymore. Dude, this is huge. They fucking hid this here. Changed the survivor active skill energy field so that when the active skill missile is used when the field is deployed, the effect will not be displayed while it transforms, which brings it in line with how other transformation skills. So now you can't like have the barrier cover for the missile, which is wild. That's actually kind of crazy. This is actually a buff to Immortal Champion. Now, when the spaceship is destroyed, your Immortal Champion should always proc, which is actually pretty good because sometimes it wouldn't. Alright, those are all the biggies that I noticed, but overall, I think these changes are a W. I forget the most controversial changes. Reducing sodas overall is a little scary, in my opinion. Charming Pose nerf, I'm not a big fan of personally. The missile nerf, I'm like kind of mixed on as well. Cook is cool. But overall, I think they did a good job. Overall, they did a good job. They nerfed both Survivors and Raiders. They overall nerfed Raiders. And they buffed Survivors. So, overall, pretty good changes. Let me know what you guys think of them in the comments below. I think this is probably one of the most extensive reworks they have ever done, which is good because that's what this season pretty much is, besides you know, the reworked Raider and MUI. So I think overall they did a very good job, but it is a shame that super attacks are not being adjusted. It looks like it was just Ki Blast for some transfers. So with that being said, y'all, that's going to be the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment down below your thoughts, and subscribe to Ironcane for more videos like these, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Take care, safe, have fun. Peace out, dude. Peace out.